From the Hangar in Lancaster, California, I'm Jacobo.
And I'm Ryan.
On this episode of L28 News, a recap of this year's Haunt at the Hangar event. Lancaster's annual Field of Drafts returns for its 10th year, a highlight of the community event organized by local residents at Rawley Duntley Park and the city's partnership with Habitat for Humanity, which saw 3 homes built in just 2 weeks.
Coverage of the Hispanic Heritage Month celebration hosted by SALVA, the breast cancer awareness event at AV Medical Center, Mammos and Mocktails, a feature on Edwards Air Force Base, and coverage of the Paraclete football match, which was live streamed on our L28 sports broadcast.
The City of Lancaster's annual Haunt at the Hangar celebration returned to Lancaster's Municipal Stadium for an evening of fun, festivities, memories, and much more. The event gathered friends and families from all over to participate in the fun with trick-or-treating, pumpkin carving, and even a costume contest. Let's head over to the Hangar for more.
Hi, I didn't see you there. I was just admiring the Haunt at the Hangar. You know, Lancaster's Municipal Stadium gets reimagined into a Halloween wonderland. I'm Angel Stephenson from L28 News, and I'm here to take you along with me to this year's 2023 Haunt at the Hangar celebration. Every year, when the air gets chillier, the days get shorter, and the leaves begin to change color, Lancaster's Municipal Stadium experiences a transformation of its own with the return of the annual Haunt at the Hangar celebration. This year, there was a ton of activities for those in attendance. Guests arrived in their spookiest attire, ready to hang out in the pumpkin patch to take photos and decorate pumpkins, watch live entertainment from Fusion Movement Dance Studio on the Boulevard, or participate in the costume contest. Those in attendance created memories that are sure to last a lifetime. Here's Tiffany Johnson with Lancaster Councilmember Rawley, who shares his thoughts on the event.
Raj, how exciting is it to see that your community is coming together in a safe way to celebrate Halloween?
As you can see yourself, it's amazing. I see a lot of kids here with big smile on their face. And I'm not going to give the numbers because I could be wrong, but there's thousands of people here tonight. And everybody's having an amazing time. And I want to special thanks to our staff.
Lancaster's newly appointed Chief of Police, Rod Armelin, takes the time to share his thoughts on the event with our L28 viewers.
Our new Lancaster City Chief, and he is in spirits. I don't know if you guys can see his red contacts in, but he's ready to celebrate Halloween. Chief, how special is it to see our community come together tonight?
Oh my God, this is fantastic. How can you not love Lancaster? I mean, look at this. Thousands of people coming out. The kids are having a great time, and that's right. We are going to support every way we can. The red contacts are in. I didn't have time to stop and get the fangs, but we'll see.
When you got sworn in, you said safety was extremely important to you. So to see that we are celebrating Halloween safely, how is that reflective for you?
It's wonderful. You know, one thing about this city and this incredible council is they put safety first every single time. So, you know, to come up with this idea where families can come and celebrate safely with their kids and everybody, every age, have a good time is incredible.
Here's the director of the Parks Department, Sonia Patterson, with more.
So Sonia, putting this together, what was the most exciting part for you?
The most exciting part is always today, getting to today and seeing the families in our community here celebrating Halloween in a safe environment.
And is there any specific moment tonight that has stood out to you so far?
I was walking around the pumpkin patch with our council member Rawley, and just seeing the little kids in their costumes chasing each other and running around and having fun. That's really the magic of the night, is the kids enjoying themselves and just being kids.
Yeah. Sonia, you've watched this grow from Lancaster Boulevard to now Haunt at the Hangar for the last 3 years. How much hard work has that taken?
It takes a tremendous amount of work, and really it's not, I don't do the tremendous amount of work. It's my staff who work on this for months ahead of time, planning and prepping, and all the staff within the Parks Department, from the maintenance crews to our recreation coordinators and supervisors and managers. They're all here tonight to make this event happen, and they work on it for months.
A Haunt at the Hangar celebration allowed family, friends, and loved ones to come together in the spirit of Halloween for an evening of fun. So thank you to the hard work and dedication of all departments who helped make this event happen. Ooh, did I scare you? I hope so. Just kidding. This year's Haunt at the Hangar celebration had a ton of fun activities, from pumpkin carving to a costume contest and even live entertainment performed by the Scarolers. So if you missed it, don't be afraid to check out the City of Lancaster's website, cityoflancasterca.gov, to stay up to date with all the latest happenings going on in and around the city. I'm gonna get out of the heat now, so I'll be sending it back to you guys in the studio.
Jacobo, what a fun way for families and friends to come out and get a little sneak peek of Halloween before actually the day of Halloween.
Yeah, no, definitely. It had all the Halloween festivities going on, right? There was pumpkin carving, there was music, there was costume contests, so it was really fun. They're even handing out candy, so it was kind of like the perfect event for like families and friends.
Yeah, and it's a safe space to just, go out, collect candy, and have a good time. And, all those pumpkins that were all on the field, all were given away for free. So at the end of the night, man, it was like a rush for those. Like, I think in like a matter of a few minutes, hundreds of pumpkins were gone.
Oh, no, I definitely saw that. And not only that, there was 2 different mazes, right? There was a scary one and then a less scary for people who, don't want to get all spooked out.
Right, for the faint of heart. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And we saw a lot of awesome costumes, right? What would you say was your favorite?
That's tough because I saw so many this year that kind of like drew my eye, but one that really stood out was a dog, actually, and he was painted all red, and he was supposed to be Clifford. And
oh, that is awesome.
He was like kind of popular on the field. Everyone was stopping to take a picture with him, hugging him. So that was kind of cool. So
yeah, that's awesome. Really creative. I think the one that really caught my eye and my favorite would have to be, it was a family with dad dressed as Ash Ketchum, mom was Misty, and the kids were all little Pokemon. So like Squirtle, Pikachu, just all the favorites. So that was like really cool, really creative. I loved it.
Yeah, that is super cool. I'm sure that they wanted to catch them in the Pokeball, like, on the way home. And when they're fussing, they're like, all right, come on, let's go.
Yeah, it's like it's easy to get them out, but, there's no putting them back in the Pokeball.
Yep.
Get ready for a spirited celebration that's set to make this November one to remember. The annual 2023 Field of Drafts Beer Festival is back, and it's promising a day filled with the finest craft beers from all over the western United States. With a unique blend of brews, live entertainment, interactive games, and mouth-watering food options, this highly anticipated event, taking place on Saturday, November 4th, is sure to be the talk of the town. Let's now head over to the hangar to meet our news correspondent, Jacobo Garrido, who has more.
Established in 2013, the Field of Drafts Beer Fest motto is, if you brew it, they'll come.
Get ready to kick off the month of November with a bang at the most highly anticipated event of the year. Mark your calendars for Saturday, November 4th, because the City of Lancaster is hosting the annual 2023 Field of Drafts Beer Festival, an event that beer enthusiasts and fun seekers won't want to miss. This beloved festival has been held at its original location, the Lancaster Municipal Stadium, fondly known as the Hangar. From 1 to 5 p.m., the event promises to serve up loads of fun and good times for all in attendance. What makes this year's festival truly special is the exceptional lineup of over a dozen vendors, each offering handcrafted, unique craft beers from all across the western United States. Beer aficionados are in for a treat with a wide array of flavors on tap, including draft stouts, pilsners, sours, IPAs, ales, and much more. But it's not just about the beer. The festival will also have local wineries on hand to satisfy different tastes in alcoholic beverages. Between sips, guests can partake in interactive sports entertainment games and groove to the beats of multiple live musical acts that will keep the good vibes rolling all day long. And when hunger strikes, rest assured that the festival will have a diverse selection of local food trucks and vendors, offering a wide range of delicious options. To secure your spot at the most significant event of the year, you can purchase tickets online for just $48 per person at www.fieldofdrafts.com. General admission tickets come with perks, including a commemorative souvenir glass, beer tastings throughout the event, live entertainment, and plenty of outfield fun and games.
I can't wait to sit back, relax, have a cold one with some friends, and enjoy the good vibes that the 2023 Field of Drafts Beer Festival provides.
So don't miss out on the buzz around town. Grab your tickets to the annual Field of Drafts Beer Festival. With a jam-packed lineup of craft beer, live entertainment, interactive games, and delectable food options, this event promises to be a memorable day of celebration. Please remember to drink responsibly, and if you're planning to indulge, consider bringing a designated driver or taking advantage of on-site parking for just $5 on the day of the event. Can't wait to see you there.
So whether you like IPAs, Pilsners, or even just wine, you gotta make sure to come out to the 2023 Field of Drafts Beer Festival here at the Hangar. This has been Jacobo Garrido reporting for L28 News.
You know, Ryan, I really can't wait for this event because we attended last year's and covered it, and it was a lot of fun, you know, from like tasting all the different beers. There was live music, there was food and games. It was kind of like an adult playground almost.
You're 100% right. And it's crazy to think we're here again. I mean, a year has already flown by, and, you know, I'm excited. I can't wait to get back there. And, you know, it's such a fun opportunity for the community to come out. And like you said, it's an adult playground. So, you know, a lot of these events are kind of like children focused, family focused. So it's good to just kind of meet up with friends and family who are over 21 and, you know, have a little bit of adult fun. And, you know, you run into people that you haven't seen in a while, and it's really just a good time. I cannot wait.
And the cool thing is it's like all in a safe space, and everyone's friendly and just there to have a good time. Like last year's event, I saw no issues, no problems.
Right.
Everyone was just having fun.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Everyone's there with the same idea to eat, drink, and be happy.
there you go.
Don't go anywhere. When we return from the break, we'll be covering Raleigh Duntley Park's Community Day event, hosted by local residents, and the city's partnership with Habitat for Humanity, which invited skilled contractors to build 3 affordable homes in just 2 weeks' time.
Welcome back to L28. This next segment will be focusing on the Community Day at Raleigh Duntley Park for mental health awareness and family engagement, organized by local residents, along with coverage of Habitat for Humanity, an event that helped build affordable housing here in Lancaster. Lancaster residents Joseph Pines and Alvin Armstrong organized a food drive and fundraising event at Raleigh Duntley Park. Both individuals say they are passionate about community service and investing in the future of the Antelope Valley through their community service program, Fulfilling Needs, which was started by Pines earlier this year with the help of his mentor, Armstrong, and his organization, Focus on the Future. They called it Mental Health Family Day, and through their social media channels, Pines and Armstrong reached out to their followers, friends, and family and encouraged them to take a break from the stresses and demands of everyday responsibilities and partake instead in a wholesome afternoon of music, games, food, and refreshments on a beautiful Saturday morning. The goal, which was to accumulate 300 individual food donations, was quickly met and soon surpassed by the overwhelming support and compassion of the community and a couple local restaurants. Our mission and the heart of this event was to help struggling and distressed families by directly putting food on the tables of those in need, said Joseph Pines, the host of the event and founder of the Fulfilling Needs organization. We're ready to serve at a moment's notice. The purpose of the organization is to serve the needs of the community to improve their quality of life. Donations totaled over 500 canned food items, 300 Insta pasta meals, and many more groceries and supplies. Employees from the nearby Chick-fil-A joined the community effort and arrived with a fully suited mascot and donated over 50 chicken sandwiches. Local favorite Izzy's Taco House also participated in the food drive and donated approximately 40 boxes of tacos. The donated sandwiches and tacos were happily enjoyed by the friends, family, and members of the community who came out in support of the event. Volunteers and visitors even took a little break to enjoy an exhilarating water balloon fight in the park. L28 was at Raleigh Duntley Park on Saturday to capture the event.
So the name is the Fulfilling Needs organization. The whole purpose is for the Antelope Valley, right? I personally feel like there's a lot of misconception and maybe groups trying to do stuff that aren't really for the AV, right? But my organization and the Focus on the Future organization. We are about the AV. So this is our third event we've done, actually. So the first event we did, we made 100 care packages and we fed the homeless around the whole Antelope Valley. Our second event wasn't actually too long ago. We hosted a free basketball clinic. Little Caesars sponsored the pizza, and now here we are today. So today is a mental health family day. Essentially, it's just about taking a break from life, right? Taking a break from the bills, taking a break from all the chores that we have to do as adults, and just celebrating life, celebrating family. So we have a whole bunch of games here today. Chick-fil-A was gracious enough to sponsor chicken sandwiches. Izzy's Taco House truck, they're gonna come on down here pretty soon. They're gonna sponsor tacos. Man, just the whole purpose is for the AV and to really seek the heart of the AV.
My brand and my organization is focused on the future. It's about the kids. They're the future. We focus on them. And I've been partnering up with Joe now for about 3-4 years. He met me while I was coaching Parks and Rec basketball. He was working for the city. I was on my job just coaching. And he asked me, what do I do, how I do it, and why do I do it? So as we continued to talk, it just became a partnership of there's no real competition. It's just we're both looking at the same goal, the same dream. And so this is actually now the third thing we've been able to do. This summer we had a camp over at Marie Kerr Park where we just basically told the kids come out for free, and we were trying to raise supplies for back to school. Today it's all about trying to bring close to 300, but we're well over 300 cans for Grace Resources. We have one of my high school friends, Richard West, over on the DJ booth. To you guys' right, my left is one of my good friends from elementary school, Yaja Kedit, aka Brand of Encouragement. And I don't know, I'm one of those people that feel like the AV doesn't get enough respect. So I thought, why do I have to leave and be considered important off of clout? And I could do the same thing anybody else does in my community for free to have fun. So I prayed about it, like, hey, I'm just gonna go in with the right mindset, knowing that whatever happens, happens and it's for the right reason. And this was probably 1,000 times better than what I expected, especially considering you guys are here. Like, you never see the city and people who want to do right for the city in the same place at the same time. And so I just love that, like, we're here together and showing another partnership, because like I work for the city, but I don't work for the city, like, but I love the city. So I just want to say there's more of this to come, definitely.
Fulfilling Needs is only getting started, and they're working hard to organize more community volunteer events, support services, and community source donations. For more information, visit their social media page on Instagram at fulfillingneeds.org.
Jacobo, how awesome is it to see the local community volunteering to put on an event like this and, you know, give back and bring people together? You know,
I think it's really awesome because not only they don't have to do this, right? It's on a Saturday morning. You know, some people want to sleep in, watch cartoons, right, you know, but they came out to the park for a good purpose, you know, gathered some food, and they had a good time doing it. So, I mean, it's really commendable what they're doing.
You're 100% right. I mean, there's so many other things they could have chose to do with their time, and to give that time to philanthropy is just awesome. Habitat for Humanity of Greater Los Angeles launched its much-anticipated Home Builders Blitz, marking the commencement of a multi-year commitment to address the housing crisis in the Antelope Valley. This transformative event, carried out with unwavering dedication, aims to develop over 170 affordable homes throughout the region over the next 5 years. Partners of this monumental initiative include Clark Construction, Turner Construction, and the White Turner Contracting Company. Their combined forces brought together over 100 skilled tradesmen who tirelessly worked day and night over a 2-week period to construct several affordable homes right here in Lancaster, furthering the mission of each entity to ensure housing for thankful and deserving families. Habitat for Humanity of Greater Los Angeles, an advocate of the belief that having shelter is a fundamental human right, has been serving the community since 1990. Over the years, they have made a substantial impact in the Los Angeles region by building and repairing over 1,000 homes for those in need. The 2023 Habitat for Humanity Home Builder Blitz is a testament to unity and compassion, marking the launch of a project that seeks to tackle the housing crisis one home at a time. With support from corporate partners, dedicated tradesmen, and a passionate community, Habitat for Humanity is poised to make a profound difference in the lives of countless Antelope Valley residents. As they continue building and repairing homes, the dreams of homeownership becomes a reality for many, reinforcing the belief that shelter is indeed a fundamental right. If you'd like to learn more about Habitat for Humanity of Greater Los Angeles, feel free to scan the QR code seen on screen or visit the link in the description below. When we return from the break, L28 will be covering the Hispanic Heritage Celebration that was hosted by local nonprofit organization SALVA, followed by Mammos and Mocktails, the breast cancer awareness and early detection event that educated residents and offered free resources in a fun and engaging way.
Thank you for tuning in to L28. Next, we'll be talking about the recent Hispanic Month celebration that took place at Sergeant Steve Owen Memorial Park and the Mammos and Mocktails event at AV Medical Center, which offered free cancer screenings, prizes, food, refreshments, and more. With Latinos serving as a high percentage of the population here in Lancaster and the greater Antelope Valley, nonprofit organizations like SALVA have become essential to the local community through promoting education and defending the rights of the immigrant community. Most recently, the local nonprofit celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month with a vibrant and inclusive event which took place on Saturday, October 14th at Sergeant Steve Owen Memorial Park. The event was a day filled with live music, traditional cuisine, games and activities, and even had cultural festivities that highlighted the rich heritage of Hispanic Americans. SALVA's annual Hispanic Heritage Month celebration was open to all and admission was free, making it an accessible and enjoyable experience for the diverse community. The event featured a resource fair, live musical performances, a variety of delicious food options, raffles, and captivating folklorico dance presentations. Attendees had the opportunity to immerse themselves in the lively traditions of Hispanic culture, providing a platform to celebrate unity and diversity. One of the notable guests at the event was Mayor R. Rex Paris, who actively supported this inclusive celebration that showcased the unity and diversity within the community. SALVA's mission, deeply rooted in promoting the rights of the immigrant community and educating people about Hispanic American culture, resonated with the audience. SALVA is committed to addressing the needs of the community and fighting for social justice and the eradication of discrimination. Their work focuses on ensuring the rights of immigrant families and low-resource workers. Their vision is to create a world of opportunities, merging cultures and traditions while promoting peace. The organization strives to include the immigrant community, working collaboratively to address their unique needs and protect their rights. To learn more about the immigration topics such as DACA workshops, citizenship classes, the SALVA Dreamer Scholarship, and the DALE campaign, you can screenshot the QR code shown on your screen now to fully view the SALVA's website. As always, to stay up to date with all future events happening in the city, be sure to stay tuned to the next L28 episode.
On Wednesday, October 11th, Antelope Valley Medical Center and the Outpatient Imaging Center hosted their Mammos and Mocktails event. This breast cancer screening and educational affair was designed to raise awareness about breast cancer and the importance of early detection. L28 spoke with Christy Monteith, a nurse practitioner at AVMC and key organizer of the Mammos and Mocktails event. She spoke about the inspiration for the event and highlighted the many resources available at AVMC. Here's Christy Monteith with more.
This event is an event to encourage the community to get back to screening. We're offering mammograms here at discounted price, as well as skin cancer screening tonight. The goal is just to encourage the community to get back to screening and make sure that they maintain their health. At Antelope Valley Medical Center, we are a Commission on Cancer accredited cancer program. And so we have a list of standards that we have to follow, and one of them is to encourage the community and to focus on screening and get the community back to screening. And so that's what motivates this event, but we offer this annually for the community in the Antelope Valley. This is our largest turnout. We've done this for 3 years now, and this is our biggest turnout, and we are so happy to see the community out tonight. If you're interested in any resources or further information about cancer treatment, our cancer program at Antelope Valley Medical Center, you can reach out to me directly, and my office number is 661-949-5145, and I'm the cancer program coordinator. You can reach out to me directly.
For the third consecutive year, AVMC joined forces with City of Hope, Kaiser Permanente, the American Cancer Society, and other local health organizations in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Attendees enjoyed an evening filled with music, refreshments, physician-led discussions, chair massages, nail polish changes, seated yoga demonstrations, and raffle prizes. The first 100 guests were even treated to a complimentary swag bag. Discounted mammogram screenings were offered for just $50, and free skin cancer screenings were also available. Breast cancer affects 1 in 8 women during their lifetime. Mammograms, which are regarded as the gold standard for breast screenings, can significantly reduce the risk of death when the disease is caught early. Antelope Valley Medical Center, which is a comprehensive community cancer center, is dedicated to offering complete cancer care, from screening to treatment and survivorship. Their mission is to guide and support patients and their families through every stage. At the event, we spoke with Dr. Hannah about the significance of the Mammos and Mocktails event and the importance of detecting cancer as early as possible. Let's hear what he had to say.
Well, it's important to raise awareness of breast cancer and screening for the most part, because screening is one of the most important things you could do is to catch cancer early. When you catch cancer early, you could treat it more effectively. When you catch cancer early, you have more options. When you catch it at a later stage, you have much less options as well. How to treat it. When you catch cancer early, you have much better, survival rate, less mortality rate. So that's really the big benefit of catching screening and with a good screening program. And events like this really spread the word and get everybody to know about the importance of screening mammography and just breast cancer screening in general. The biggest thing is mammograms, obviously, but there are some supplemental screening methods that we also use. But the biggest thing is getting a screening mammogram every year, starting at the age of 40, to save the most lives.
L28 also spoke with members of Eastside High School's Biomed and Sports Medicine team who were in attendance to support the community event. Let's hear more about their work at the event and the impact that it had on them.
I love being a part of sports med, and right now we're doing heat therapy. So before they go in to get a massage, because we have massage people here, we just put the heat on them and they get their muscles loosened up. So their massage is better and more enjoyable.
This is a field of interest that I got recently because it's not necessarily something that I wanted to go into for like college or for career in general. But now being able to do these things, go out there and help people, sports, dances, things like that, I really enjoy. And I think being out here and helping, all these women is just great. And so I really like that.
Honestly, just seeing the different people out here that are coming here, they're not people that you would expect to see here, and just getting to know them and brighten up their day with just a smile, letting them know how beautiful they look today, and just being here is just an amazing experience.
My greatest impact here is like getting a lot of experience because this is actually something that I really want to pursue in my future or career. And yeah, it's been really helping me find who I am.
Honestly, the greatest impact I think is letting them know how massage heat can actually help, because it's honestly a really great way to relieve pain and just having a conversation with these people, because people are so interesting and you get to learn a little bit about their life, what they're going through, and I love hearing stories. So I think that's the greatest impact I've had today.
A special highlight of the event was the dedication of the AVMC Wig Bank to the former Cancer Program Coordinator, Patricia Pat Carnstead, who devoted countless hours to the well-being of cancer patients in the community. Pat's enduring legacy of dedication and compassionate care for cancer patients will continue to inspire many for years to come. For those interested in scheduling a screening mammogram, they are encouraged to reach out to the Antelope Valley Outpatient Imaging Center at 661-726-6700. For more information, you can also visit their website, avmc.org. When we return from the break, today's episode will be concluding with a highlight of Edwards Air Force Base, including their available career and volunteer opportunities, followed by a recap of the varsity football game at Paraclete High School as they took on St. Francis.
Thanks for watching until the end. We'll be ending today's episode with a visit to Edwards Air Force Base, followed by the varsity football match between Paraclete and St. Francis High School. The Antelope Valley is also known as America's Aerospace Valley due to the strides made in aerospace and aviation in the area. With Edwards Air Force Base so close to home, the city of Lancaster is excited to highlight Colonel Jared Bletcher, the 412th Mission Support Group Commander at Edwards Air Force Base. He leads 4 different squadrons and will give us more insights about his role and responsibilities at the base. We'll also learn more about the civilian job and volunteer opportunities currently available at Edwards. Let's head over to the base and take a look.
As the Mission Support Group Commander, I oversee and command 4 different squadrons, to include the Defenders, which are our cops that provide security for the base, as well as our comm squadron and a lot of different cyber functions they provide. Our Logistics Readiness Squadron, so all the logistics support for the base. And then our Force Support Squadron, which really provides mostly quality of life functions for the base, such as childcare, the golf course, fitness center, and so many different other functions across that squadron. It's very large.
Can you give me an example of a way in which Edwards has maybe partnered with the community or has done something that's been impactful in the community?
Sure. So we have an organization called Starbase, and it's focused on 5th grade students doing STEM, so science, technology, and math, and they get out into the community in Lancaster and try to just expand students' knowledge as far as STEM. So that way, maybe because you're going to really impact a child from about 4 to 14 years old and get them excited about engineering, and then hopefully they'll come on, if they stay in the area, they'll come on to Edwards and get a job, just like we were just talking about, because we have plenty of opportunities.
So if someone wanted to get involved in the community, where can they go? How can they get information about this?
So if they're interested in job opportunities, they can go to edwards.af.mil and go find careers. And we have plenty of job opportunities here on base when it comes to either volunteers, part-time or full-time, on the engineer side, all over the mission support group, all over the civil engineer group. I mean, every group here has potential job opportunities for someone that would like one.
So what advice would you give someone who was maybe trying to follow a similar career path to you?
Well, so I'm a logistician by trade, but happen to be, the group commander here. I would say, if you want to be a leader, really gets down to is being service to your country. And you don't have to wear this uniform to, serve your country. You can be like Chase Kohler over here behind us, who's serving his country in a government civilian aspect, as well as even our contractors. So if you want to serve your country, you come in and serve the Air Force or any other service for that matter. And there's just so many different career opportunities. Here at Edwards, obviously, but anywhere else across the world. And then I think the other thing on top of that is if you want to travel, and you get a great education here in the Air Force. So that is the 50,000-foot view. I could go see, so go very, very deep down. But, leadership is amazing, and getting to work with airmen every day, airmen with a capital A. And there's just so many great things about the Air Force if you want to serve your country.
So can you tell us a little bit about the civilian workforce that's here at Edwards Air Force Base?
Yeah, so of approximately about 12 to 13,000 that are in the test wing, 75% of them are civilians. And so to my point earlier, if you want to serve your country, whether you're wearing this uniform or not, here at Edwards, there's plenty of opportunities for a civilian to come work on the engineer side or any other career field across the entire Air Force here at Edwards.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time, Jared Blecker. We really appreciate you giving us all of the insights and information.
Well, thanks for what you guys do down in Lancaster and supporting our base here at Edwards Air Force Base in the 412 Test Wing.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is Brianna Herrera, and we're sending it back to the studio. Bye.
If this sounds like an opportunity for you and you'd like to learn more about the job and various volunteer positions at Edwards Air Force Base, you can scan the QR code on your screen now.
Jacobo, I think it can be really easy for us residents here to think of Edwards Air Force Base as its own kind of isolated bubble, just about like 30, 40 minutes away from town.
Like its own city almost.
Yeah. But, in reality, 75% of all employees at the base are civilians. So you really aren't like it's almost easy to think like if you're not in the Air Force, you really don't have any involvement on base. Mm-hmm. But that couldn't be further from the truth. You know, like 75% of all jobs are civilian based. So, if you think that you could benefit from one of their many volunteer or career opportunities, definitely check out the link.
Yeah, it's a very eye-opening statistic, kind of like you said, because originally I thought everybody who worked there was part of the Air Force and, whatnot. But yeah, anybody can, find a job or even a volunteer position and, help out.
Mm-hmm. In an intense showdown at the newly built Calandry Stadium, the Paraclete Spirits football team faced off against their former head coach, Dean Harrington, and the St. Francis Golden Knights. L28 Sports hosted the game with commentary provided by Ronnie Wald and sideline reporting by Tiffany Johnson. Before kickoff, L28's Tiffany Johnson spoke with John Perez, the head coach of Paraclete's football team. Here's Tiffany with more from Coach Perez.
The atmosphere that we had last week and being able to practice here after so many years, it's just been amazing. It's been so much easier on the boys, and they love to be out here at night and being able to be on their own, call something their own. So for them to have that atmosphere and what's theirs,
feels good. Feels really good. I think it kind of benefits us both in a certain way and takes away from us both. He knows a little bit about us, and we know a little bit about him. Me and him work together. We're good friends. I learned a lot from him, and to be able to go out there and beat somebody that taught you, a lot is going to be a real big thing. And I think our kids, it makes it a little bit more personal for our kids because they know him. So they're excited. I would say our quarterback, Tyler Souls, he's definitely got to have a good game. He's our engine. If he has a good game, we have a good game. Our offensive line obviously has to protect him. And then defensively, don't give up any big plays. So I think if we can limit the big plays, we'll be really good.
The Spirits started the game strong, taking a 7-0 lead at halftime with quarterback Tyler Souls connecting with Isaiah Solis for a touchdown pass. However, the Golden Knights fought back in the second half, building a 14-7 lead in the fourth quarter. Paraclete tied the game at 14 with time running out and forcing overtime. Souls again showcased his skill, throwing a touchdown pass to Dylan Booth to level the score. In the first overtime period, the Spirits took the lead with Tyler Neal powering through for a touchdown on 4th and inches, putting Paraclete ahead 21-14. St. Francis responded with a 6-yard touchdown on a pitch, forcing double overtime with a tied score of 21-21. In the second overtime, the Golden Knights seized the opportunity and quickly scored on a 1-yard quarterback sneak, taking a 28-21 lead. Unfortunately, the Spirits couldn't mount a comeback and St. Francis emerged victorious. Despite the loss, however, the Paraclete Spirits showed resilience and determination throughout the game. Last season, they suffered a 45-14 defeat at the hands of St. Francis, highlighting the progress their team has made since then. The homecoming game was a thrilling football matchup and a special occasion for the Paraclete community. Alums from the class of 1973 were in attendance to support their old alma mater, and also in attendance was Paraclete alumni and pitcher for the MLB's Oakland A's, Joey Estes.
Joey, growing up in these humble, small town beginnings, how has that played a part in your progression of your professional career?
Yeah, I mean, growing up in this small town, I don't know, it puts a chip on your shoulder. Like just growing up, like everybody that comes from here wants to show that they're from Palmdale, and there's not a lot of guys that come from here, but our talent is underrated out here. So anything to put on for Palmdale, it's awesome. This is forever home.
And walk us through that experience of your opening game.
So that was a whole different feeling. I couldn't feel my legs that day. There's just a whole bunch of emotions. You work towards that goal for since I was 4 years old. That was my dream. My dream just to make it, and I made it, and I still got to keep going, but it's a great feeling, it's a great feeling, and it's something that I'll never forget.
Well, congratulations on all your success. Welcome back home. Enjoy your birthday,
Yes.
and I'll see you around.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Looking ahead, Paraclete aims to bounce back and build on their impressive performance. To stay up to date on high school sports in the city, stay tuned to L28 News and the L28 News sports broadcast.
Well, thank you for tuning into the City of Lancaster's news. I'm Jacobo.
And I'm Ryan, and this has been L28 News.